The Charlie Kirk Memorial is hands down one of the most touching live streams that we have had here on the Battle Language Guide channel. I mean, we had the opportunity as a great community and, well, keeping the trolls away to enjoy this. Was almost 6 hours of this event, but there were some bad apples, of course. My mods and myself, we got rid of them. But after the memorial, the internet was, let's say, ablaze with some people asking questions and having opinions that, again, everybody can have their opinion and everybody can ask questions. But when you see comments like Maverick X, no pain, no agony on her face, it's clearly a show. Which, by the way, I want to make it clear regarding comments like this. I'm going to reply to this. I don't know, maybe she's overwhelmed by joy because of the 100,000 people honoring Charlie at that moment. Yeah, this guy is a bellend. But I saw throughout all the memorial, so many people in the comments in our live stream asking, you know, it was not the moment to be. I told you very politely, this is not the moment to talk about the case. This is not the moment to say I don't like this or such and such a guy. It was a bit of common sense, and if you double down on that, well, my mods either deleted your comment. You know that my mods have only that ability, but I myself perma-banned you. I already got emails saying that, how dare you perma-ban me? Perma-ban means that you can comment on my videos, you can comment on my chats, but nobody will see your comments. Bad luck, tough luck. This is a dictatorship. The Battle Language Guy is essentially a dictatorship. But I wanted to show you there's a lot of toxicity out there, such as Destiny, this super ultra left wing libtard. This Charlie Kirk Memorial is indistinguishable from a Nazi rally, and F anyone who wants to pretend it's not. And this has like more than 30 million views on X. Can you imagine? And also, David Pacman, the Charlie Kirk funeral is absolutely disgusting, riddled by speeches, with the speeches that only dial up the temperatures. Stephen Miller's was particularly vile. Well, how about it? I liked Stephen Miller's speech regarding this. But the one thing that, let's say, that worried me the most were, again, people asking me to analyze Erika Kirk's body language live on stage as she was trying to contain the tears that were flowing down her cheeks. And this looks so fake, body language guy. Can you analyze her while she was speaking? And yeah, if you are that dumb, if you're such a blockhead, you will be perma-banned. It's that simple. I don't care. You can complain. You can go and complain in the comments. Just pray to God that I don't see your comment, because I will essentially ban you. Because, well, if you thought that this was fake, if you thought that this was, I don't know, some kind of made up thing, because many people were saying it's simply not possible to organize all this event in such a short period of time, then yes, it's like you, I don't know, it's like, yes, you're gonna doubt that even Charlie Kirk existed, that he was a hologram AI or something. So I just wanted to talk about, I hadn't reviewed the exact moment when Erika Kirk said that she forgave the killer of her husband. And it was a very touching moment. And this is, of course, not to judge her in the least. It is obvious that she was, that she had this very conflicting feelings, but she knew, and she said that this is what Charlie would have done. Let's watch this, because I want to say a couple things about this.
My husband, Charlie, he wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life.
Notice that when she says, just like the one who took his life, it is obviously that she's angry. This is not This is not a compassionate look. No, she's angry. And she has all the right to be angry. That is obvious. It's an emotion. She's a human being. She has all the right to be angry, but she knows what she has to do. And she vents a little bit, exhaling deeply. She thinks about it, looks at the people around her. Okay, this is it. This is what Charlie would have wanted. She sighs, and there it comes.
That young man. That young man. On the cross, our Savior said,
There's just a tad. It is a bit of, okay, I don't know if I can do this. She presses her lips as in, oh my God. Yeah, I want you to understand that there was this actual struggle inside her. It's not like, oh, I'm going to say this for funsies, to do some kind of show or something like that. No, there was an actual struggle inside her, and it's understandable. Something that nobody, at least I don't know, so many people cannot understand what she was going through. But yes, in body language terms, she was going through this huge struggle, and well, it was really heartbreaking to see.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do.
She clenches her jaw. Again, there's anger, and she knows that there's this thing that she absolutely must do.
That man, that young man, I forgive him.
And there's this actual pain in her face. There's a lot of pain, as in, I know I have to do this. But it is so painful to have to do that. But this is something that she knew that was the moment to do it. Yeah, maybe so many people, conservatives saying, and Christians said, all right, but this is a bit too rushed. Then maybe we can forgive people like this, but it is maybe too soon. But at the same time, think about it. It's like she wanted this was the moment to send that message. This is the moment to give the example. So it was painful for her. Maybe she was not ready to do it, and it shows there was this huge struggle, and we are witnessing that struggle. And that is, I think that is the most genuine things that we have seen in some times, and one of the greatest examples of how a Christian should behave. Maybe she was not ready. There was this struggle, but it was the right thing to do. And it took a lot of the strength from her to do this. Fast forward, she is trying to regain composure. It will be so hard. You can see the tears. Oh, she has no tears. I saw comments saying that she had no tears. Are you blind or something? You should get your eyes checked, like right now. Like get an appointment. And again, there's going to be, as usual, people are going to say, oh, she was acting. All this was rehearsed. All this was acted. So get this straight. Either this was so fast and spontaneous that it could have been done in 1 week, or it was so rehearsed, so perfect that she was acting. I don't know. Decide, pick a side with this. But no, she was not acting. She was not acting. As simple as that.
I forgive him because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do. The answer to hate is not hate. The answer we know from the gospel is love, and always love. Love for our enemies and love for those who persecute us.
Notice this is a special distinction and something that I want to mention here. I'm going to make a short stop. When she says love for our enemies, and she looks to briefly to her right there, and you see that all right, the pain and the struggle has changed, and there's again a lot of anger. And this is the face that I want to show you. This is the one. There was this anger when she says the word enemies. I think that's the word that she used. Love for our enemies and love for those who persecute us. Then people are saying, because opinions are a dime a dozen. Oh, this was not sincere. She was not sincere with this act of forgiveness. This was all a circus. It was only theatrics. I'm going to explain to you what was the problem here. Not the problem, but the dichotomy. And I already, let's say that, explain that myself on my speak. I don't know if you have watched my video on my own speech for Charlie Kirk's memorial, which I gave at the end of the whole memorial. You can see it as a standalone video on my here on my Body Language Guy channel. Is that one thing is the young man, like the guy who shot dead Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk wanted to save this young man from the radicalization, from the misinformation, from the brainwashing. And the other thing is the enemies, the actual enemies, the one who want to destroy them, destroy us, the ones who are pushing for the radicalization. So I can imagine that obviously Erika Kirk knows the difference between the two. One thing is the young man who had been misled, brainwashed, and couldn't know better, and sometimes resort to violence thanks to that rhetoric from the left. You saw the screenshots of this liberal influencers that I mentioned that were absolutely despicable. That is the level of hatred that is out there. And the other thing is, of course, the people who know they are pushing a narrative. They know they're pushing the actual hate speech, the fascists, the Nazis, the all that stuff. And then they say, as Jimmy Kimmel said on my analysis of Jimmy Kimmel, oh no, this is nobody is to blame for this. This was a guy who was just crazy and went for it. That's what they want to claim. And no, Erika Kirk knows the difference. Erika Kirk knows that Charlie's life was dedicated to save this young man. And she has vowed to continue that legacy, Charlie's legacy, but she cannot ignore the fact that this young man were radicalized for a reason. Somebody radicalized this young man. Those are the enemies that she's angry about. Those are the enemies that's why she shows that face of real anger, and that's what those are that she was referring to, and in that first speech at Charlie's podcast studio, in which she essentially said, well, you're going to find out. So this is it. This is why so many people are spreading so many nonsense online. I just wanted to set the record straight in terms of body language and what do I think was Erika Kirk feeling at that moment. Again, I would love to know what do you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Body Language Guy. Much love and bliss.